Hi everyone, I'm Christine Stevens from Upbeat Drum Circles.
I'm Isaac.
I'm Torald, and we are the Brothers Koren from Your Big Voice, and we are so thrilled to be here with you, Christine. Thanks for having us and being in this conversation.
And we all met at the Shift Network Sound Healing Retreat in Monterey, and it's really great to connect with the topic, which is the mystic voice. And I know that as a drummer, a lot of us, a drum is not a breath instrument. It is a chance to bring our voice with our drum. I have a very strong feeling that the drum and the voice are two biological instruments. We are all born with the rhythm of our heart and the melody of our voice. And when I combine them, it's a very shifting, powerful, healing, healthy experience. But it's not easy, and sometimes it's good to do both separately. And I thought we would just get some tips from you in the topic of this mystic voice. How do I start doing it?
Well, it is inherently vulnerable, and over the course of, especially the last decade, as we've guided thousands of voices around the world, particularly just to come home first to what we call the whole body instrument, right? To fall back into trust, back behind the face, and feel the cavity of the body that we've been given in that presence, and allow it to be our first native instrument, right? Before we pick up another beautiful crafted one, how can we inhabit, right, this one we've been given?
I'm just going to jump in that cavity. When you said go inside, I mean, this is what one drum I felt to share, because to me, this is a more mystical drum, and the frame drum, as I studied it with the Sufis in Northern Iraq. And so I think about the cavity of the drum that gives it its voice. If I block this, no sound. There has to be that space. And we get so clogged and burdened by all the messages to our voice.
And say that's exactly what the mystic voice pathway is to us, is creating that spaciousness inside, clearing the mind, deepening the breath, going inward to experience the voice, using the voice as a pathway to know yourself, because ultimately every voice is mystical or mysterious, even because it's unique. It's strangely unique and unmistakable. Your voice is yours and no one else's. And so in itself, like Torald said, it's vulnerable but also powerful. So it's this kind of both and, which is mystical in itself. It's contemplative, and a lot of the time just singing is transformative for us, because we get to move past some fears that so many of us have around listening to the sound of our own voice. We're our worst critic. So if we can get past the defensive kind of system that we build up over time to actually make a sound.
Yeah, we call it daring to suck. Just like quite literally allowing the winds of our breath to be carried, to engage the reed of our voice, and to share, or at least taste and sound out what it feels like with no attachment to the result that is produced, and it sort of starts the circuitry, right? It starts the circuit.
Think about your favorite childhood meal. Maybe it was something sweet, maybe it was something savory. See if you can bring that taste into your awareness as you close your eyes. And can you taste that pleasurable meal? Bring yourself back to this present moment with that taste in your mouth.
And you're inviting that onto the taste buds themselves, and just without really thinking, just allow yourself to just a simple and start to feel not just the taste, but the resonant, reverberant vibration of that that only you could taste. And then if you're feeling ready, just elongate that same taste to any note that feels good. When you run out of air, allowing that natural belly breath to fill that cavity of your belly, like the bag of a bagpipe, connecting back to that taste that you tasted. Maybe the note changes naturally. Let it follow what feels good. Filling up again. Maybe you start to feel a couple notes strung together into some kind of little melody that you're tasting. Maybe it's just two notes. while tasting that childhood comfort food, notice what it's doing to the palate. Notice how it's trickling down your throat, down into the chest cavity, down through your cells, filling you with that natural electromagnetic sound that is recalled in your memory. And for those that are joining us, we encourage you to look toward what you like or love about how it feels and forgo how it sounds or looks. Can you let that go in the pursuit of a greater opportunity, a felt sense dance with your whole body voice?
You're essentially filling yourself up like a cup all the way to the brim with the sound of your own voice, this mystic voice, this medicinal tone that's yours, and you're built to receive it. Like Tarot said, can you just move past any negative self-talk around your voice and find one thing you like, love, or accept in this moment as you fill up with the sound of your mystic voice. Maybe raise the corners of your mouth into a smile. Raise the eyebrows. Put a hand over your chest or your jaw to feel that resonance with another sense. You've tasted it, now feel it with your touch. It's real. Your resonance is real.
I'm just taking a moment to inhale, exhale. Notice how you feel now and what is left in this silence, this sacred silence that connecting to this whole body voice of yours, this mystic within is left you feeling.
Well, thank you for that experience.
Thank you. Thank you.
You make it so simple, and it really doesn't have to be complicated.
And I love how the drum and voice go so well together. And we just want to encourage everyone listening to pick up that frame drum or pick up that beautiful drum you've been studying and just feel that circuitry connection between inviting yourself to be in the union.
And it just, one tip I want to give everybody listening is you can do this even without your drum as a taksim. One of the beautiful art forms when I was in northern Iraq is somebody opens with just this very heart-based the mysticism of I don't know who's singing, just the improv, and then the beat comes in. So it can be just a beautiful introduction to a jam. Thank you so much, and check out this beautiful offering, this course on accessing the mystic in you through the voice, and especially if you play the drum. What a great invitation to realize that it's going to help us get to our voice, and that when we activate them both together, we're really tuning our human instrument.